Where did I learn each one of my 4 languages? My mother tongue is Arabic, which means I didn't have to properly learn the language in order for me to speak it. Then comes English, and this is what you asked about, Alma. The main frame for learning English was school. I will not talk badly about my school. I think it did a great job. I think the classes were pretty serious, but I do not think that that was the main thing that pushed me or that made me learn the language or that made me talk fluently in the language. I think the thing about English has a lot to do with my upbringing. As I mentioned in another video, a lot of the music that would be played in the car was in English. Movies were naturally in English, and weirdly enough, my parents and I text in English most of the time, which is weird. It's not what usually happens in Arab families. And I have to add, I used to read a lot in English. Now I try to read in German because this is the language that I'm trying to learn. So whatever language you're trying to learn, just completely surround yourself in that. That means talking it, hearing it, reading it, and writing it. I can't even begin to count the amount of books that I read in English, and I'm not talking about like small books. I'm talking about full-on 300, 400 page books and series. And I personally enjoyed it. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I would definitely recommend reading when you're trying to learn a language. Then we have Hebrew, which we also learned at school. And outside of school, I didn't really practice it much. Of course, when you go to a store, then that was in Hebrew. You gotta order something on the phone, that would also be in Hebrew. But I wouldn't say that I got to practice it with friends or anything because all of my friends were Arab. And even when I did have Jewish friends, they happened to be American Jews, so we would actually talk in English. And German, I am learning now. As I first came to Germany, I started learning at a private school. At that school, you were allowed to jump in between the levels. Of course, that doesn't mean like you start with A1 and then you can suddenly jump to C1 because you feel like it. But it means that if the teacher agrees with you that, hey, you're doing really well in this A2 class, go ahead and jump to B1. That was totally fine and acceptable. Thank you for watching. Comment down below if there's anything more you would like to know about me or about learning in general, and I'll see you in the next videos.